Cejay take the wheel.
Yeah, I think we're still waiting for Aaron and
Okay.
Okay.
the other guy. I sent them the link. I don't know
Awesome.
why. Okay, Aaron is here. We're waiting for one more. Okay, I'll start anyway.
I'm
when he
gonna
comes.
stop sharing and you can go ahead, man.
Great. Let's do the London break. I actually have a. Oh, what am I doing? Okay. Okay. Ready?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. On the London break, is actually naked trading. No indicators, no nothing. It's amazing and powerful with up to 90 to 97% win if you do it properly. What am I looking for? London break. There's actually 2 entries in a day. If you miss one entry or the entry number 1 does not work, best believe the following entry will work. Okay, we're using the previous day, and this London notes that the London break is more effective only on London pairs, or 6 of them. These pairs I have open here, and it also work on USD JPY and Euro USD. Those are the only 2 foreign pairs that it also works on. On the other pairs, it doesn't work. I tried it, I back tested it many times, and with other professional also. For on a London daily break, if you notice that on every 3 a.m. something magical happens. Let's pick up the previous 3 a.m., which is this one, the last candle. Wicked. Yeah, just finished forming. And yes, one other thing, you have to use the 1 hour time frame on this. No other time frame. 1 hour time frame. 1 hour time frame, not 13 minutes, not 4 hour. Only 1 hour time frame. Every 3 a.m. something weird happen. I don't know why. It's just the market. Maybe something happens behind closed doors. So every 3 a.m. something happens. In the US, it's 3. Our time is 8 or 1 p.m. As if I missed the 3 a.m. Candlestick. What am I looking for here? I will put my line on the 3 a.m. candlestick. Right there. 3 a.m. Not 4, not 2, not 1. It has to be exactly the 3 a.m. What am I looking for here? I'm looking to count back 5 times. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Count back 5 candlestick back. In here, in this case, do not count the current candle. Start from the previous candle, which in this case will be this bearish candle here, the red candle here. I'm counting 5 times back. 5 is the magic number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the 5th candlestick is this bearish here. What is this telling me? If there is 3 or more, so 3 or more, remember the numbers 5 and 3. Those are the two magic numbers. If there are 3 or more of the same color, in this case, there's red, bearish. In this case, the market on the next day is going to be a down. This is exactly the day we are today. If you go, like just said, the market is falling. This is exactly where we are today. If I'll put on the indicators, you see the crosshair and the arrow. The arrow will tell you market trend reversal. Market will go down. Believe me, it's 110%. I added a 10 because I'm that sure of myself. Market will go down. Why? Let me give a previous day an example. Let's look for the previous 3 a.m. candle. Is this candle here. It's called the London break, right? What am I looking for? 5 candles back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In this case, like I say, if there's 3 or more of the same color, the market is going the opposite of that direction. In this case, there is 3 red and 2 greens. The market is going up. Look what happened. The market, it did a little pullback, then shot up. Understood? Another one. The previous day, 3 a.m. This is 10. It's 4, 3. It's long candle here. You tell me where the market will go. You guys tell me where the market will go, up or down. Just say, looking at this there. Is everyone sleeping?
Oh, I was muted. I said it was gonna go up.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't want to.
Yes, talk to me. Let's engage. We can speak. Yes,
Okay, cool.
the market will go up. If you said up, you're absolutely right. The market did go up. There you go. Amazing. Let's do another one. Let's look far back. Let's not. It worked in the past. It will work again in the future. Let's put more. Okay, we're looking for 3 a.m. candle. The only time this will not work is if there's a market news. That's the only time this strategy don't work. That's why I fully advise you check the market news first before you take on these strategies. If there's anything happening on the GBP pairs, don't do the strategy. Don't risk it because you will lose. It's more effective when nothing's happening to the market. Okay. Let's say the 3 a.m. is this candlestick here. Here we already know. We count in, like here. This is a good example that market will not work. Why? Because we had a news in this candle here, this time. This is why. But it will work here. So you check the news first. Here, we count it back 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. The market will go the opposite direction. It probably went up, consolidated, it did not go no down, and it shot back up because the news that happened on this candle and this candle affected it.
Hey Cejay, can you repeat the strategy because I didn't really understand it, please?
Yes, can you repeat it?
Yes,
I'm
I
a
will
bit
repeat the
confused.
strategy.
Okay,
Yes. You are amazed, you're not confused. You are amazed, that's the word. Let's go again. Looking at area here. You put the line on the 3 a.m. candle. 3 a.m. candle. You look for the 3 a.m. and you're looking at it. You're watching the time here, not the time on your clock, the time on the market. You're looking for the 3 a.m. In this case, the 3 a.m. will be this candle here, this candlestick, right? The green one here. So we place a stick right there. We had a news here. So the news affected here. So most likely not to work. But you will still go through it. We'll look for another 3 a.m. 3 a.m. Again, you're looking at the market. Watch. So 3 a.m. is the candlestick, right? The red one. Yeah. Cool. Looking at this candlestick here, you're counting, there's two magic numbers, or should I say lucky numbers. The numbers that you need to know is 5 and 3. If there's more, if there's 3 or more, you count back 5 candles, and if there's 3 or more of the opposite color, in this case, do not count the 3 a.m. candle. Exclude the 3 a.m. candle from this strategy. That does not count. You start on the previous candle. So in this case, it's the green here, the 2 a.m. candlestick. You count back 5 times, 5 candlesticks back. So 1, 2, 4, 5. And there is more greens than red. The greens are bullish, the reds are bearish. There is more bullish than bearish, so the market will go up. The market will go up. So we trade long. Yes. And the only thing will affect this strategy is the market news. So if it doesn't work, the market news that you did not go and watch, now look at. So the market, it went up. It did went up. About that. But the news still would give you pips or will knock you out if you didn't pull your stop loss and your entry right. I'll tell you about the entries and stop loss and take profits afterwards. So you go up, the market went up. And looking at this candle here, the next 3 a.m.
Are you on your exam yet?
You tell me where the candles, where there is an uptrend or a downtrend. Let's go. Everyone asleep.
It's going up.
It's going up.
Yeah.
Who else agrees it's going up?
I see 3 bullish candles.
You see 3 bullish candle. What does that mean?
3
That
bullish,
means-
2 bears. So if it's
Yeah, that means it's going down, I believe.
If you say it's going down, you're absolutely right. Because we're looking at this candle, there is 3 of the 2 candles, and it will go down, and the only thing that would affect it is the news. in this case, the news happened at this candle here. So let's find out. It went up because there was a news that it will go up. But if we have two news on the third day and the days after that, it will always be accurate 100%. So to save this, that's why we have stop loss and entries. We don't enter the market straight away. We have another line here. Is it going up or down?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gotta be going up.
It's going up. If you think it's going up,
I see
say that again, sir.
4 bears, then there's 4 bears and a green candle. So I would do the opposite, which would be green, which show it would say it's going up.
If you say it's going up, you're 100% right because the market
it's
did
the opposite. Okay.
Yes, it traced down a little bit, then it shot up.
All right.
Like that.
All right.
So yes, it's the opposite. Remember, it's always the opposite. So it shot down, but it went up higher than it did when it went down. So this is like a pullback of the
Okay.
uptrend.
Okay.
Yeah. So next one here. Is it going up or down?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have. Is there more green or red? I see more green. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's three green.
No,
There's 3 bears, so it's going up.
Going up.
3
It
bears.
should
If
go
you,
up.
if you say it's going up, you're 100% right. It is going up. It does down, then it shot up. There you go. All the way up. That's a lot of pips.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now, what's the next one?
I like this.
You like it. Let's go. Next one. Next one.
It's going up.
it's going up.
It's going up. Who else says it's going up? Engage. Let's speak. Let's not type.
Let's see. We got a green.
Yeah, it's going up.
It's going up. Let's find out. Nah, it's actually not going up. It's going down.
Going down.
1, 2, 3.
Remember, we had an indicator for a reversal.
I'm counting from the line back. So if I count from the line back, I see I see three bull candles and only 2 bears.
Exactly.
The opposite.
Do
Down.
not count. If you guys are counting the 3 a.m. candle, you're losing. Don't count the 3 a.m. candle because that's the trigger candle. Count from the 3 a.m. backwards. So you count it from 2 a.m. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if there is more red than the green, you do the opposite. In this case, you think it's going down because there's more red. Red indicates down. You're not going down. What am I talking about? 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
There's a news that's happening during the day.
Okay.
That's why it's like this. So I don't know what news site you guys use, but I use investing. Sorry.
Okay, so Cejay, you're saying don't count the 3 a.m. candle. Start counting from the previous
2 a.m.
candle.
2
Okay,
a.m.
So count from the 2 a.m. back 5.
Yes.
Okay.
For the 2 a.m. So is this red one here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
And
Yes.
then before executing each time, we check investing for news on the GBP pairs.
Yes. Before you execute your trade, you check the GBP pairs on the news. I know it's going down because if we put our indicators here, we have arrow and we have a star across, and the oscillator will tell me going down. And right now it's just forming a pin for it to shoot back down the next candle. Do you understand? Because
a pin bar, right?
yes, it's just forming a pin for it to shoot back down. It's simple as that.
All right.
So it works.
Pin bar is
Okay,
a
now-
doji candle, right?
Yes, is something like this.
Oh,
Something
okay.
like this.
Yeah.
Although it's a downtrend, it's gonna go up just to trick you to think you're like, oh, let me exit the trade, but stay in the trade because you're gonna go down.
Okay.
Yes. Although the X and the crosses are paired here, but this is just gonna form this candle and therefore to shoot down. So where do I enter and exit and take profits on this strategy? Your aim is 50 pips. 50 pips, take profits. $50 pips, take profits. Your entry is 10 pips above or below the 3 a.m. candle. So let's do stop loss red, entry yellow, take profit green. There. So in this situation here, let me do for the more here.
So CJ, you're saying that right when we count the candles, right, and we look at news, you're saying that
You look at,
you're saying that news will affect.
yes, go on.
Yeah, go ahead.
News always affect the market because they control the market. They could have a meeting, they could have, I don't know, anything will affect this, the 3 a.m. strategy.
Okay.
So you need to go to the news because news will give you future updates. So when the meeting is happening. So if the meeting is happening on that news, either the strategy, it may or may not work depending on how did the news go. But if there's no news on that exact pair, you're good to go. But just know your entries and your exits.
Awesome. Thank
You
you.
take profits. So in this case, you enter this strategy if you know it's going your direction. In this case, I know it's going, okay, the news affected it. So even if I was to enter, I'll get knocked out. Or my stop loss is gonna enter and then it's gonna come back down. It's gonna take me out. So without even knowing that, I know it's a good trade. It does not mean you will not trade that day. You still trade that day with the other strategy that we use, the arrow and the crosses. You can still trade. This is just a different strategy. This is not the cross strategy. This is just the London break. So you still trade. Okay, let's look for the better and simple. Yeah, this is a good one. We can use this one. This is the trigger bar. Yes. So we know it's going up because 1, 2, 3, there's more red, there's green, you the opposite, the market's going up. In this case, my entry will be, you see where the pin, the market top loss opened and it closed here by open here, where it lost open on top of the bar. You do 10 pips up. So 10 pip will be just about this much. Yeah, that's my entry for this strategy. This is my entry. So I put my entry there. That's my entry. My stop loss is there, below the trigger bar.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am, I can.
I know we've answered this a couple times, but I just want to clarify. The 3 that you count, so if it's 3 red, it's going to be the
Yes.
opposite. It's going to go up because it was 3 red down, so
Yeah.
it will up.
Yes, ma'am, you're absolutely right.
Okay, I just wanted to clarify.
You do the
that.
opposite of, if it's bearish, just know the market is going bullish. And if it's bullish, just know the market is going bearish. And the only thing that can affect this strategy is the news.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yes. Okay. Your take profits. Your take profits on this strategy is 50 pips. So you count from your entry 50 pips, which is there. This is there. If this market was to go on your favor, if it passes your stop loss, it does not mean you're inside the market. So you're still good. Your market triggers on this cross here, on the red one. Your market starts there. So you go, it enters your market, it goes up, and it came back down, but it did not count you out. That's why it does not go below the 3 a.m. candle. The 3 a.m. candle is now your support. There's your support number 1, support area, and then there, and then there.
I have a question.
You go. Yes.
So that means that our stop loss is the bottom of the entry 3 a.m. candle.
Yes. The bottom of the entry that candle is your stop loss. If you feel like it's too close, you're not sure or you're not safe, you do 5 pips, not 10 pips. 5 pips down below for a safe entry, for a safe stop loss.
The entry point would be where?
The entry point is always 10 pips above the 3 a.m. candle.
Okay.
And the take profit is always 50 pips.
Okay, got it.
Always 50 pips. Don't 70. To be safe on take profits is 25. So it's half of 50. It's 25. Because the market doesn't always reach 50, but it goes on your favor anyway. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So your take profit number 1 will be 25 pips, which is always reachable. It's always reachable right there. Even if the market does not go on your favor, in reverse, you're always going to get that first take profit. That's your first take profit. Second take profit is double the 25, which gives you 50 pips. You got 50 pips and you walk away in profits. So you go 10 pips above the actual candle, that's your entry, and below the candle, that's your stop loss. To be safe, count 5 pips, sorry. So 5 pips would be just about there.
Okay, got it.
You go up, your entry is triggered at this candle, it goes up. Oh, don't worry, be patient with the market. The market is 90% patient. You go down, that is just messing with you. Oh my God, it's reaching my stop loss. Let me come out before I get, no. You're already on minus because it's here. So just be more patient, because after 4 hours, you're in the market. You're in the market here, it drags you again, and after that, boom, boom, boom.
Okay, so
And
this kind of
you-
strategy, you would use a pending order type of trade.
Yes. Do not enter the market straight away. Even every professional trader use pending order because nobody knows where the market is going. Well, now you know because I just told you the market prediction. But if you were trading like normal, if even you was trading in the past, you was entering the market straight away. That's why we lose trades. I used to do that. You place pending order. Even at the strategy that I showed you previously, I'll place a pending order above the cross. So I will go in straight away.
And you would stay in this trade all day from 3 p.m. mark to the next 3 a.m. mark
Good question.
until your stop loss is reached,
So your stop loss,
or until you've taken
your
all your
stop loss, your take profit first of all is going to reach first before the second take profit is going to reach. So this is the next 3 a.m. candle right there. And the 3 a.m. candle, if it goes out your favor, that is even great because now you're going to have 100 pips. You're going to have 100 pips. So you do 3 a.m. candle, which is there. You count your bars 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 3 more than that. You do the opposite, which it does here. You go up and it shoots back up. You want to know if the trend is still up. You go back to the my strategy. You see if the arrow appear here or if the cross appear here. Stay in the trend because you get more pips during the day. Simple as that. Second thing you need, the first thing you need to know is the 3 a.m. candle. Second thing you need to know, count 5 back, 5 candles back from the 3 a.m. candle. The third thing you need to know is if 3 or more of the are the same, like in this case, there is 4 bearish, there's 1 bullish, you do the opposite of it. You trade the opposite of it. So you go up. The fourth thing you need to know is your entry, stop loss, and take profits. Entry is 10 pips above the trigger 3 a.m. bar. And safe entry is 5 pips below the trigger bar. But you can also put stop loss at the low of the bar. Take profit number 1, 25 pips, which is there. Take profit number 2, 25 pips, which is there. If your trade carries on until the next 3 a.m. and you don't know whether it's going up or down, for a clear confirmation, go back to the other strategy, see where the arrow is pointing. If it's pointing down, come off that trade with profits. Obviously, you're not going to be out of profits. Come off that trade with profits. Do what the arrows are telling you. Either way, you will not be forehand because if it goes on to the next day, you'll be at the 3 a.m. candle. If the next 3 a.m. candle telling you the market is going down after counting 5 back and take minus 3 out of the 5, if it's telling you the market is going at your favor, stay in that profit. Go for take profit target number 3 for more pips. Are we clear?
Yes.
So
Sure.
So if we're not sure if the trend is going to carry on up, we're going to go back to the strategy, my strategy. We see if the arrow, in this case, the arrow will appear here, or the cross will appear here. If the arrow appeared here for a trend reversal, this will be a pullback. And if you enter this trade, you don't know if the market is going to go up, the cross will appear here or here. This here are going to be a pullbacks, as long as the arrow does not appear above it. This is going to be a pullback, and this is going to trend continuation. This is going to be a pullback. This is going to be a trend continuation because the previous arrow told us we're going up, so we stay in the market for longer. In that way, this 3 a.m. candle, you're in the market before everything. So now you can trade this strategy. You can add more. You can add more trades when you get pullbacks here. You can add a trade here because you already know it's an uptrend because the arrow will appear here. You can add a trade with your strategy right here because the cross will appear at this red candlestick here. And you're gonna ride. You're gonna have a pullback here at this green candlestick because the next one is right, and you're gonna add another trade here. So in that 2 days, you're gonna come out with just about 200 pips before you see a cross appear here for a trend reversal. The first day, because I use 6 pairs, I collect 50 pips, 50 pips, 50 pips, which gives me 300 pips a day. I don't go above 50 pips. I use these pairs and here all the 6 strong GBP pairs, all 6 of them. So I collect 50, 50, 50, 50, each one of them. And that gives me 300 pips. Not with the London strategy, with this other strategy, but it will be the same if I trade the strategy because I'm still collecting 50 pips. But with the other strategy, I can collect more than 50 pips because I'm in the trade at the trend, right at the start of it. I can make 100 pips per pair. So right now I'm using 6 pairs. I can create 100 pips, 600 pips that day. Easy. Instead of collecting 10 pips or 25 pips. That's the London strategy. Well, this is the London strategy. With the next templates,
It's only good for the GBP pairs?
because it's called the London Breakout Strategy, is effective with the GBP pairs. On the foreign pairs, it also works on the Euro USD, and you also work on the USD JPY. Those are the only 2 foreign currency that this strategy works on.
I love this template right here, man.
The Euro
So
US, what was the other one?
Euro USD and USD JPY.
Okay.
So it's gonna work on those 2 foreign pairs. Is more effective on these 6 pairs.
Please, what time does it affect the Euro USD and USD JPY?
The London Breakout, still 3 a.m. candle.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Okay, I forgot to tell you guys, if you missed the 3 a.m. candle, there is 8 a.m. and the 13 1 hour. So 1 hour, 3 o'clock, not 3 o'clock, 1 o'clock. I don't know what I'm talking about. 1 o'clock. So watch this. This is in my frame. This is where I trade. You will trade here, so you'll be more advanced. I will trade here. That's why I like trading your time, because you're more ahead, more advanced of me. I'll trade here if I was in London. So if you can still do it here, and you can still do it here. In this case, the market will tell you going up. Even here will tell you going down. So let's do this. let's do that green line there. If we count back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's 4 and there's 1 bullish. So the market is going up the opposite direction. See that? That you only trade this if you miss this candle here, 3 a.m. You only trade, your next trade will be the 1 o'clock.
1
If you miss
1 p.m. then.
Yes, 1 p.m. 1 p.m. Yes, sir. If you miss this entry, trade 1 p.m. And obviously the 1 p.m. is going to give you not a down
Oh,
trend.
yeah.
It's going to give an uptrend. The opposite of that is that's what's going to give you. So either way, you're in the trade. If you want to trade here, you're the trend for longer, for the next 1, 2, 3, 4 days.
That's incredible.
So you're only entering pullbacks.
That's incredible. Wow.
That's amazing. So let's say we miss this trade, we look for the 1 p.m., which is here. Which is there. This is where the market news comes up, because this time, this currencies, my banks in my London is open. Yes. So this is why I know I'd rather not trade in my time. I'd like trading in the 3 a.m. you lot's time, because I have more chance of winning a trade. In this case, 1, 2, 3. Obviously, it says the market will go down, but it didn't go down. It will go up. But if I was smart enough, before I even trade the trend, I will go to the next, the strategy number 1. It's more effective. I will see where the arrow is. If the arrow is here, I already know there's going to be a news. See, the news happened at this candle here. The news happened at this candle here. That's why the candle is longer than any other day. This is where the news happened. But you guys are 3 steps ahead of me. You're already in the trade before I do. I will just trade in the pullbacks. And the thing that will stop me trading this trend across that will appear here. The cross will tell me, no, don't do it. It's not going down. It's actually going back up, because the cross are more effective. I'd rather follow the cross than follow the strategy if the cross appeared here, and carry on with the trend.
Hey, Cejay, I got 2 questions for you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
The first question would be, how's your US 30 trade going?
The first question, because it has just hit, I am waiting for my full confirmation, which I'm already on the full confirmation. I'm just waiting for this candle here to close. In a US 30, I know it's going down, because I saw an arrow on top of it. Like you said, I know it's going down, because we have a trend to the home down. So I'm just waiting for this arrow to finish, so I can take on the next 2 arrows for my full good confirmation. I'll trade the pullbacks, because
awesome.
Yes, sir.
I was going to ask, could you load up the other template? I'm only asking because there's a particular question that I want to ask you about that. You still keep the
yes.
Still keep the US 30, but the template that you gave me, which was,
is it with the argument, this one or the other?
The argument with the moving averages.
Oh yes.
You got a lot of templates, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, they're all good strategies. Trust me. Yeah, the argument. This one.
Okay, so this particular template right here, you see, you have the T right there with the B and the D. When I loaded that template, we don't at least for myself and me and Hassan, we didn't get that little feature because if you click on the like the white box right there,
We're probably just missing the indicator.
yeah, I think we're missing a piece of this indicator.
No, the piece of this?
Yeah, because we don't get that.
No,
yeah.
you don't get it because you haven't modified it like you want it to. There, you do this. You take what time frames you want to show on it.
No,
Then
we
you
can't
have-
even touch it. We have no option to remove it actually. Like if you just strip down the complete template, I can't even, that doesn't even show up as an indicator for me.
Yeah, we can't even.
What, you don't have the Hakenashi or you don't have the full box?
I guess we don't have the features of the full box. You see like there's a T and there's an HA and then you see those little icons next to it. We don't have none of that.
Oh, you don't have this feature here.
Right.
Yeah. I see. In that case, you also add it. Or maybe no. If you have the Hakenashi panel,
right,
it's called a panel because this is the panel. If you just have the Tipo Hakenashi, you only gonna have the candlesticks.
I guess it's just not loading right then because for whatever reason it's not. We don't have.
Don't worry. If it's not loading, I can send you this whole template because I send you indicators. I did not send you the template itself. I just sent you indicator by indicator because remember we couldn't find the right templates. Well, now I found it out.
Can you send me the template also to me, please?
Yes. Yes, of course. Okay. There's a reason why I trade this the most. Remember when I said the US 30 is going down? I was right because it's on uptrend. We have a pullback.
Oh, I kept my sell, man. I'm in drawdown, but I kept it.
Yes,
I'm not getting out of it.
Don't keep it on for too long because the pullback will just happen one candle or two.
Right.
When you see a color changing, I don't know if you're using the Hakenashi. When you see a color changing, come out of it and trade the opposite because this is just a pullback. Right. When you see the next cross below it, trade the opposite of it, and stay in that trend until you see the opposite arrow going down. More money for you, mate. Cool. This I'm a strong full best friend trend direction.
Okay.
These EMAs are strong. They hold the work as support and resistance. Look here. My 50 EMA is never broken. Even if it breaks it, you always go back up. It's like an elastic band. It will shoot back up. It's strong. I use this. I trade stocks just with this averages. 5 EMA, 10 EMA, 20 EMA, and 50 EMA. The 5 EMA more price action. The 10 EMA is below price action. So I look for entries whenever I see crosses from each other. There's a cross there, I'll enter here. If I didn't have the X, of course, I'll enter at this candle here. I know.
Sorry, can I chip in something small?
Yes.
Can I chip in something small? I think it's like we are having a London break.
Go ahead.
I think we are having a London break on the JBP card. Or am I wrong?
Let's find out, sir.
Okay, sir.
We're having a London break right now, but go watch the news. There'll be news happening during the day. I will not trade this pair going up.
Okay, thank you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will not trade this pair going up. Trend. and we have the vortex to confirm it. So we have 3 confirmation. So you see the thing about the GBP pairs. One thing I need to tell you guys, a secret with the GBP pairs. Every pairs, they'll go the same direction. Every pair goes the same direction. Here we have a downtrend. We have a downtrend here. We're gonna have a downtrend here. There. We have a downtrend there. We're gonna have that downtrend here. That's why I love this pair, because I can enter the same trend multiple times. I love these pairs. Two. There. If we go here, down again.
That's powerful.
If we go here, down. See that? You guys watching it? Down.
Yeah.
I see it.
If we go here, also down. Down. You see that? Down. It's coming down. You guys seeing that?
Cejay, man, you're changing the game.
Yes.
Incredible, dude.
More.
Absolutely impressed right
It's gonna be this. It's gonna be the same with all the US pairs. So the US JPY, the US AUD, the trend is gonna be the same trend even with the EUD. I don't trend in the other section, but because this is my currency, I know how powerful it is. There's more trade. The other currency that I like trading also is the Euro USD and Euro JPY. They're so strong. These two. One here. More pips. So I know here, if I was to put my templates up now, yes, if I was to put my template up here, and if I was to open another USD pair, it's most likely to go the same direction because it's a USD pair. Hold on, why is it taking so long? Is it frozen and everyone screams as well, or just mine?
No, yeah, it's you're frozen for a minute.
Yeah, you're frozen for whatever reason. I mean,
okay.
It's just the alert screen is just.
Yes, it's frozen. I see because I have so much pairs open, and there's so much going on in each pairs. If I go to the USD pair, I see we have a downtrend. I see we just came out of pullback, so the trend continues going down. Yes, this is the Euro JPY 1 hour chart. So the next candle is gonna go down until we see the arrow showing us the opposite direction. Let's see if we're gonna have the same trend. I don't know. I'm not sure because I don't trade these pairs. Let's find out if it's accurate with every other 6 pairs. So that's a good thing. Because with the London GBPY, the GBPYs, they all go the same directions, no matter what pairs you use against it. Because it's the USDs, JBPY, USDs, EUDs, and JBPs are the 3 strong currencies in the world. So they're more likely to go the same direction. Let's see if we are going to have downtrend on this trade as well. If we have, it's going to be amazing. So we're going to have a downtrend on the USD JPY, and we're going to have a downtrend on the USD CAD. USD CAD, yes. Just bear with me. Yep, we have a downtrend, which has just started on the next candle.
Amazing.
Wow, the vortex is like sticking up, dude.
Yes, and we have vortex confirming it is over the overbought area. It's the arrow. We have 3 confirmation. We have the vortex. We have the cross. I don't know if you guys can see the cross just behind the arrow, and the arrow came up. So the next bar after this one finishes is gonna be a red going down. So the trick is if there's a downtrend here, there's more chance the downtrend is also going to be on the same USD pair, just different pairs against it. That's how it is. If your currency is stronger than every other currency, the only time you see a confusion is if you're trading 2 strong currencies together. If you're trading, for example, the USD pair against the Euro USD or against the Great British GBP pair, that's where you see a market will have a lot of uptrend and downtrend because they're trying to battle with each other to see which one is the big boss and which one is not the big boss. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna have an uptrend on the GBPY and you're gonna have a downtrend on the GBP USD. Like it's crazy, but you're more likely to have the same trend if you have the same pairs against the other weak pairs. It's simple as that. Any other questions?
I have a few questions whenever you're ready, as far as like the template. Yes. All right.
Yes.
So I have your template. I have a few tweaks I want to do with the templates because the one that you have right now currently showing doesn't have the Hakinashi, like the one that I have, and the bar, the panel is kind of like it doesn't work basically. I can share my screen if you will.
This panel?
There's a panel that you had that you can collapse. The one that Giscard was talking about.
Oh, yeah, the Hakinashi panel.
Yes.
If it doesn't work, you can always download it. It's free.
Yeah.
It's free. It's called. You can actually get it free from the market area. Just go there and type in TPU panel.
Okay. TPU indicator.
Yes. This is it right here. No, it's not on this one here. It's on the So it's called TPU. It's actually not as important. It's just basically time frames in here.
Right.
That's what it's just used for. So it's not really important. Yeah, instead of you clicking here, you can actually click here and it will bring you to the time frame. That's what it is.
All right.
It's just time frames. Right. And because it comes with the Hakinashi, you can also download it without the panel. Because the guy who made this indicator, he has a RSI of it, he has many oscillators of it, and he also has this. I just have it with this because I like the colors and I like how it looks. And the best thing about it, if the 1 minute is on a downtrend, it will show you here red. The 1 minute on the downtrend, right. And if you're trading on the 1 hour like you were here, you will know when the 1 minute was on downtrend, the market will go down a little bit, not full, because the 1 hour is more powerful. But I also use it because I like my daily confirmations. I use the daily to confirm my trades for the 1 hour. I know if I was to click here, the daily was previously on going down. If I was to click it, let's go on the daily. It was is either a buy or a sell depending on the color there. The current candle there is a red.
Gotcha. I personally don't. I don't mind not having that. I mean, I can always switch the time frames and double check to make sure. I just personally want to think if the Hakinashi or the regular candles are better for the London breakout, etc.
No. For the London breakouts, use the regular candle because you're not gonna get full information on the Hakenashi because the Hakenashi what we all need to remember. One Hakenashi candle holds actually two candles in one.
Okay.
Yes.
So another thing that I've noticed, there's an automatic line, vertical line that shows up on the 3 a.m. line, which I assume would, and then there's another one at the 13 hour, which you just finished explaining, and I wanted to like figure out if those two automatically just for always just generate.
No. I placed it automatically. I placed it so I know where my previous 3 a.m. line was. You can do it yourself. You can put a line there. If it shows up, you see, you can double click to delete it. If you want it automatically to show up, just click it, double click it, and it says, so every time you open this template, you're going to have the line.
Okay, so what I did was I basically got a fresh GBP pair and I loaded it up and I loaded the template and the line shows up exactly at 3 a.m. Like, is that supposed to happen? Because, I mean, I like it. I love it. The thing is, I can't figure out.
Yeah, because when I placed it there. If you're looking at the template I sent you, I placed it there.
And you saved it.
Like you know what I'm talking about. Yes, I saved it like that. So if you was to put another line on the next 3 a.m. and save the same template, and the next time you open templates, the line is gonna be there.
Okay, that's all. That's perfect. That's perfect.
Yes.
This is dope. I just want to see if you personally just trade the London Breakout with this template or the one with the blue and red bars, candles. With
like I said before,
like the naked one, maybe.
London break. Okay. Right now, I can go because I'm using my demo, which is fine. Do you say what pair did you say you was?
I was on.
What pair was the
GBP JPY?
GBP. Sorry, GBP JPY. Where is it? Did I just get rid of it? I think I'd got rid of it.
Well, you switched it for the US 30.
Let me put it back up. I'll switch it for the US 30. Yes, I did. It doesn't matter. We'll bring it back up. Let's bring it back up. If you're going to use the London break, use no indicator, normal candles, no Hakenashis. Because Hakenashi, you will see red, blue. So you won't get no information. And make sure when you do it, you have the line on the exact 3 a.m.
Right.
On the exact 3 a.m. So go. Right, like here. We are daily. We move back 1 hour. There. 3. We have 3 a.m. here. 3 a.m. there. 3 a.m. there. 3 a.m. there. And this is not 3 a.m. This is... Dude, who's breathing like that? Someone's microphone is too close to their mouth. I can hear the breath. So this is the current 3 a.m. candle. This is the current 3 a.m. candle. So if there was no this two candle here, and I didn't have the indicators on any of this chart, and if I was to follow the 3 a.m. strategy, I'll put my stop loss there. My entries will be 10 pips above, and my take profit will be 25th first take profit and 50 pips second take profit. But I will lose that trade. I will lose that trade. Why? I already have a heads up that this candle here is a reversal candle, and it's gonna go down because I looked at the other templates told me it's gonna be a reverse here. And if I was to go watch the news will probably happen in this area. We don't know what time yet, but it's not gonna affect your market. If it was gonna go down, you'll still be on a downtrend. But it's not gonna affect your markets. It's only gonna give you more pips or less pips. This is what happens to the news. When you hear news, things like this happens. These long pointy candles, things like this happens in the news. That's all it happens. And news cannot affect any other candles or any other day, because if it does, there will be no trading for anybody. This is what the news happens. This is what the news does, and this is what the news does. It can either enter you in a trade if it was going up and take your take profit if it comes back down, or go up, then lock you out and takes you out of profit in just one candle.
That's how you lose with the market, because it hits your stop loss in those really high peaks.
Yes, because it's a really high pins. It will take your stop. See, I know it's going up, but remember, my stop loss will be just below here. It will go up, then it will come down and take me out before it goes up again. So just make sure there is no news. That's number one. And before you do the London strategy, know the trend of the market using the first strategy first. If I knew here is an uptrend, and doing the London daybreak, I know it's doing an uptrend too, I'm good. That means there's more pips for me. I can take my first take profit and a second take profit, 50 pips, and it still carry on, trail the trade. Same here. If the market was to, if I was to enter this for London, he's already told me that it's going to go down. I'll go watch the news. It happened here at this candle here. It happened there, but it only gave me more pips. It didn't go up. So whatever they decided, it went to my favor. It gave me more pips. It didn't even come nowhere close my take profits. It didn't even go anywhere near my profit loss. It didn't go nowhere near, no other candle. It went straight down. Because remember, if I was to add an indicator, this is where the arrow will be, and this is where the cross also will be. Because whenever there's a cross above the current candle, it's the opposite color also. So I'm in a win trade.
Pips below or above, considering where the trend's going to go after the
entry of your London break. This is why they don't know anything about the Hakinashi panel. It's always going to give you this silly alerts every single 1 minute. So what happened there? The entry of this, I will have 10 pips. If I know the market is going to go down, I have 10 pips below.
And then pending sell stop.
Is a pending stop, yes. 10 pips below the current AM candle. And my stop loss will be at the tip, either the tip of the previous candle or the tip of the current candle. But to be safe, 5 pips above.
Perfect.
And then you take profit number 1, 25 pips. There, 25 pips. And then take profit number 2, 50 pips. But because you already know it's a downtrend, because obviously the arrow will be here, you can carry on after taking you confirm, you take your 50 pips of the day. Actually, it's going to be 75 pips because you have the first take profit and the second take profit altogether 75 pips. But you can still carry on the trend for the whole day because you just go your first 50 pips in 7 hours and your first 20 pips in 3 hours or 2 hours actually 3 hours. And then you can carry on the trade until you see an arrow will be here. Arrow will tell you on the exact day, know that the next day we're going to have an uptrend. So as soon as the day or the London session actually closes on that day, which is good, on that hour or the hour after, we open the London starts at 1 to 4. So here, the London finish, we enter in the US. We enter the US here. Now the US is more powerful than the London.
At 13?
Yes. At 13. At 13. Here, counting this, I already know it's an uptrend. Because this is the 13 hour. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold on. Yeah. The cursor is moving a bit slow. Yeah, there, 13. Count 5 candles back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is more red than green. You trade the opposite. The market is going up. And then you're going to have a confirmation that's going up because you're going to have your arrow here with the cross for entry. So, which is perfect. You already know the next day you're going to have a strong day, a good day. You will be 130 pips on the next day, and then the next day, following day, 134 pips, and the third day, which is where we are today, 222 pips. And the trend stopped here. I would not know this if I use the other dates.
It's incredible.
I mean, obviously, this is like a stupid question, but there's no reason why we just can't trade both, right? 3 a.m., 1 p.m., and then rinse, repeat. Unless there's news. So there's no reason why we can't do both, right? Trade at the 3 a.m.
There's no reason why you can't do both. You can do both. Yes.
Perfect.
You can do both. You can't trade. You can't stay on the trade longer with the trend. The trend, don't against it. Don't go against the arrow. Don't go against the vortex. The vortex is the what's giving you the arrows. Remember, those arrows are not the argument arrows. The crosses may be the argument arrows, yes, but the crosses, the arrows are more powerful. They're strong trend reversals. When it comes, if the cross came on this arrow here, the trade is going up on reverse, that arrow will stay in this candlestick here, but the cross will appear here. The arrow will say, heads up, I'm about to reverse. It's giving a heads up. In 3 hours, I'm turning. 3 hours after, I'm turning. It turned here. So I'm entering at the first cross. Safe cross. I will go with it. I'll trend it down for the rest of the 3 days. So 1, 2, 3. Just go with the trend until maybe if the arrow reversed here, I'll come off here and enter a sell trade here. And if the arrow appeared here, I'm just entering trade after trade after trade. Just on trade pullbacks. Never trade pullbacks. Enter a pullbacks, but don't trade the pullbacks, especially on the option of the trade. Because the pullback, the X may show here and it may exit here. And then continue the trend, which you're not really making no pips from this candle to this candle. That's why you always, if the trend started here, you knew the next X will show here at a pullback. You enter the second trade here. If a next X shows above, you don't enter, but you enter when the trade comes here. You go up. You don't enter here, because if you enter here, you're losing the trade. That's why I say you don't trade the pullbacks on the upper or opposite side, because if you enter there for a sale, what are you doing? You're not going to be in profit until you get up to here.
Gotcha.
Do you understand? So you only trade in the crosses which is at the direction of the cross. So you enter here, you carry on. You don't enter here. You enter the cross that will show here. You go. You don't enter here, you enter the cross that will show here. You go. Until you see an arrow, in this case, like I said, if you are a professional trader, you know what these pins means. If you're good at candlesticks, these pins are reversal pins. If it shows, yes, it's a reversal that is coming. These pins are pointer pins, they are reversal pins. There's one, there's another, and there's a big one here, obvious one. They're reversal pins. So if this pin comes, just know the arrow is above it, or the X is above it. And the strong vortex, yes, and the strong vortex is confirming the trend is reversing. So you trade with the vortex and you stay on the trade for long. So if I was to put on the vortex on this pair, so this is the dotted. It basically works the same as the arrows on crosses. Just think of this as the crosses. In this case, it's dots.
Oh man, GBP JPY looks like it's going to drop.
It is going to drop. Like I said it would the last time we spoke. It's going to drop. It has no choice than to drop. We have the stochastic going down. We have the vortex indicating that it's going to go down. We have the cross and the dots. If you have these three together, it's actually four, because the cross is just behind behind it.
Yeah,
that means it's going to be a strong drop. Do you understand?
All stars lining up.
So we have the vertex pointing up. All stars are lining up. If I was to add this, all 4, 5 stars are lining up. And if I was to put the RSI will also tell me that it's going down. The only thing that was not going to tell me that's going down is a lagging indicator, which we all know which that is the MA lines. The MA lines will still be here. It's going to take time for it to go out. And if I was to add the 5 and the 12 EMAs, it should be some form of crossing. There's a 12. And here's the 5. Simple moving average. I don't know why I use the 5s at the top. It's going to be soon crossing, but it's not going to cross soon, because indicators, EMAs are lagging indicator. They take time for it to cross. See, it took time for it to actually give you a perfect trend. So here we know the yellow is going to go curl down, and this is going to take over it. it's gonna drop whether you like it. It's already dropping because this candle here it opened below the candle here, so this candle here is gonna be a red candle. And the other way to read this is if the blue line is if the red line is crossing each other with the blue line, this candle here will be my entry. You see, whenever it crosses each other, this candle here will be my entry. Whenever they cross each other, this is my entry. What did you say, sir?
Who came up with the vertex? I mean, dude, this is an amazing indicator.
The vortex is, you know how they say there's no indicator will predict the market. There actually is an indicator that will predict the market, which is called the vortex. It's called the vortex indicator. The vortex, along with this arrow, is so powerful. Look at that. Look, we have a sharp there. We have a sharp vortex there. And we have an arrow here. We have a sharp here, but we don't have an arrow here because the trend started here. So if you're trading the arrow with the vortex, you'll be in more advanced win. You will be a win. You'll be a win all the way. Damien, the person who made the argument, his next system is with the vortex.
No way.
Yes, he's using the vortex.
That says it all, man.
So instead of using his current system right now, you have two. The system that he's bringing out on November is going to have one arrow, which is just one arrow giving the whole trend. The whole trend. There's no entries. There's no white confirmation entry. He's just using one arrow, which will give you the whole trend. That's his next system. I'm up to date because I'm also my teacher. He's also friends with him, which again up to date. I get up to date with his system. That's how I discovered the crosses, because I was not informed. I just turned the color black. He himself does not know about the crosses. He was amazed when I pull up the crosses.
Really?
He was absolutely amazed, sir. That's 100%.
Man, I'm always learning new stuff from you, man. I swear to God, I am. This is incredible.
He's amazing, because if he knew about the crosses, those crosses will be his white arrows for entries. Those crosses will be his white arrows, not this basically arrow here will be a yellow arrow telling us there's a reversal. And if he knew about the crosses, these crosses will be a confirmation arrow. But he doesn't know about the crosses because I don't know why. He's a smart guy. Now he knows. Now he knows about the arrows. That's why his next new system is only going to have one arrow, which will tell you the whole trend. One thing, who has the scanner? I don't have the scanner, but I know about the scanner.
Yeah, I do.
Anyone has the scanner?
Yeah, I do.
If you look at the scanner gives you a trend time frame, and it also gives you a confirmation time frame, right?
Yeah, it does.
It does. They still don't know about the crosses. The scanner will tell you trade on the 1 hour, or no, the trend will tell you trade on the 1 hour, your confirmation arrow is on the 4 hour. But they don't know that the 1 hour in the 4 hour, there's only 4 hours in this 1 hour. The confirmation is actually the whole day for the whole any other lower time frames. Because if I go to the 1 day, I already have a clear view of what's going on in the market. So they're using confirmations. That's like I use on my system, on my trading strategies. Confirmations is always the day. If you're trading just for the day, you don't want to go to the next week. The day is your time frame. And if you're trading the day, your week is gonna be your confirmation. And if you're trading the week, the month is gonna be your confirmation time frame. It's simple as that. That's why this piece of indicator here is so powerful. I've never seen anything like it. I've never seen anything like this indicator here. I knew how to read it straight away when I slapped it on my templates. The arrow appeared, and each time the arrow appeared, I see things like this happening. Even if we have a pullback, it does not happen because it's not a trend reversal. It's just a pullback. If we go back, this is the annoying thing about the panel. You will keep on having that happening here. The arrow appeared here. He is also a point down. He is also a point down, but the vortex did not tell you anything. They didn't give you no arrows to tell you that is a reversal. The vortex only gives you one arrow, and that one arrow is your whole trade reversal. We have one there. We have one there. The vortex is the most powerful indicator in the world. Anyone that comes with anything better, I don't mind buying that. But right now, the vortex is the she's naive. The vortex is the vortex is the she's naive. He's the. If you don't have the vortex in your indicators, you should have the vortex and make it number one top list for confirmations.
I mean, I kind of feel bad because I got this Agima and I'm like, oh my God, the most valuable part of this template is hidden in the template. And I'm here like,
yes,
what?
Yes. The most hidden part is hidden in the templates.
And you don't even use the Maxwell. You don't even use the dotted lines for the. It looks like the MA, but it's not a. It's the.
No, it's a. Yeah. I don't use that. I've never. No. Vortex gives you all in one. Vortex will give you a trend, confirmation, and angular momentum. And if you look at the vortex, it has a white lines. Those are Bollinger Bands. Did you know that?
The white lines on the edge is the Bollinger Bands on the vortex. You mean, right?
It works. The vortex. It works also as a Bollinger Band. But if it hits, it will come back down, and hit again, it will come back down. You can even trade it. Yes, it hits, it will come back down. It's a Bollinger Band, and it also is the blue is the moving average. So whenever it crosses each other, there's a trend. There's a price action. The red crosses the blue from the upside. Here, the price went down. It crosses it from the downside. The price went up. Here up. It crosses it again. It came down. It crosses it big time. It came up, and it ended up being there. So whenever you see a pointy, just know it's the low trend. It's not a trend reversal because the X does not appear. This way the arrow does not appear. So you're only gonna have it once. And this is the amazing part about this is how I trade the vortex. If it happened here, I have to wait a long time for it to happen here. I'm only looking at I'm only looking for the vortex to appear above. It's like a zigzag. Here, it will happen here. It will happen opposite side of it. And after it happens here, it's going to happen the opposite side of it.
I got it.
It's going to happen the opposite side of it. So anything that happens, if the pointy happens here, don't worry. It's a pullback. If you see the 20 happens to be here next time, it's a pullback, just like it's a here. It's a pullback. So you're still good as long as you entered at the first 20 at the first arrow. This arrow does not repaint. This arrow does not show here, 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 as long as the trend continues. I will trade the London break of, if I was to trade the London break, I get full confirmation of the London break. I'll slap on the vortex, see what the vortex telling me, put my 3 a.m. candle. Let's look for 3 a.m. There, 3 a.m. I'll count 1, 2, 3. Yep, we have an uptrend, and we also have an uptrend here. See that? 1, 2, 3. Uptrend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 3. Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3. This is a good example. Not to enter the 1 hour 3 a.m. trade. 1, 2, 3, 4. There is more green, which is telling you to go down. But this green dots here, it figure, just imagine it's a cross. The cross will appear at exact 3 a.m. candle, which is telling you no. There's a news happening on the next hour. The news actually happened on the next hour. These next two candles. That means the strategy did not work.
Question.
It may work. Yes, sir.
I'm sorry to cut you off. There, once you said when there's a doji, when there's a cross in the actual 3 a.m. line, and there's news, you don't trade it, correct?
Yes, you look at the news first.
Perfect. Okay, yeah.
But you see what happened?
And then,
go ahead.
Yeah. So go ahead.
That vertex formed. It actually did dip down to your 10 line on the vertex.
Yes, it did. So that really it gives you no. Don't trade the 4A. The 3 a.m. There's no 3 a.m. trade here.
Right.
There may be a 3 a.m. on the 13. Let's see if there's a 3 a.m. trade on the 13, because the London breaks, it happens once or twice during the day.
Right.
So this is now your where is it? This one here is now your 3 a.m. It happens twice during the day. And if still you didn't get no trade with the 3 a.m. candle, it's also okay, because you're still in the trade. You had your vortex telling you, and you see the vortex dipped an exact moment.
Mm-hmm.
The vortex always on the day, on the London break, it happens on the exact day, on exact candle. Here we have 1, 2, 3. There's more. That means it's telling us the market will go down. Here, you see the dots, the cross appeared right there inside the trend. A reversal happened inside the uptrend. You will think, I am right, it will go down. But at the same time, look at your vortex, where the vortex is. If it's anywhere near the -6 and your trend is going up, do not enter that trade. Do not enter that trade.
Got it.
You can enter it. You can enter it. You will lose, but you know you will not lose as much because you have your stop loss, and there will be a pending order. And pending order will be 10 pips below. And in this case, it will hit and it will bring you back and it will close you down before it's too late. It will close you down the next hour because your stop loss will be there. And because you are already in the trade, you don't really lose no pips. You actually gain more pips. If I was to say what is in order, which strategy is most powerful, is the vortex. It's more powerful than the London break.
I'm seeing it, man.
The vortex is more powerful than the London break. The London break, during the week, it can happen twice a week, 3 times a week, and give you 2 losses and 3 wins. It's simple. Vortex is the one. I used to trade what's the other one with green crosses called the TDI. Right. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the TDIs.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Yes.
I used to trade the TDIs, and I don't know if I still have the TDI indicator. Let's see if I still have it. It doesn't work no more. I don't know why if it doesn't work.
Do you have the TDI gold?
I don't think I do.
TDI
I don't think
gold,
I do.
TDI gold will blow you
Oh,
away.
there is. It does work. Great. So my TDI gives me the trend for the previous trend, and it gives me if it's a crucial sell or a crucial buy. Right now is a crucial sell. We have a sell coming down, and TDI is telling me it's very crucial. It's very strong sell.
That's a dead giveaway right there, man. That's actually pretty.
It gives everything away. So right now, if you want to make pips, trade all the 6 London pairs, sell it.
Already. I jumped in on the sell for GBP JAPY.
Yes, all the 6 pairs, sell it. So right now is a strong sell. This is how the vortex and the TDI works well together. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the market baseline, which is the yellow line on the TDI. It's called the market baseline, and the blue lines is actually also Bollinger Bands. It's also Bollinger Band, but it's more spread up. When the green line crosses the red, the market goes up. So in this case, there. You see right there? The vortex went down. Wow. We had a cross at the next candle, and we ride the trend. I can add this for my 5th confirmation, but vortex is enough for me. I don't want to.
Just to confirm, I'm sorry to cut you off. You said sell GBP pairs now?
Yes, the GBP pairs, all 6 of them, they're all on sale.
Okay. They're all on
sale. They're all on sale right now. They're all are, as you can see, they're all are. You can double check with your chart, have your chart, slap on your indicators, and you'll see exactly they're all going down. So aim for 50 pips. I know it's going to be more than 50 pips, but aim for 50 pips. Your first target 25 pips, second target 50 pips, and the third target is double the 50 pips, is 100 pips. And if you're going to sell all the 6 of them, aim for 50 pips each of them, which will give you 300 pips today. Guaranteed. If you aim for 50 pips, each one of them, you guarantee a 300 pips today. By the end of today, you will call me Cejay, sir. You are right, because 50 pips is just about right there. Look at 50 pips, simple. And the trend will continue going down until maybe the next day or half of the next day.
Can you look over the, can you pull up the GBP and NZD real quick? I just want to see something.
So again, NZD?
GBP.
You want the NZD? Yes, of course.
You already have it loaded. Yeah.
We have it's going down, so.
Wow.
It's going down. We can put the JPY, which is also be going down. Look, it's going down. The arrow is right there, and it's actually a strong down. Crucial, going down. All the GBP pairs, they work the same. USD, going down. Yeah, it's dropping right about now, and we have the moving average crossing it. So my safe entry will be when the yellow crosses the red from the up down. And
The NZD has all 4 confirmations.
yes, the NZD it has all 4 confirmation. We at 5 Maxwell. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. See the arrows behind it? And if the cross was A2, the cross will be right behind it. They'll all be there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and the Maxwell is crossing down. And the thing about the Maxwell, let me hide that. The thing about the Maxwell, see this market baseline? This market baseline, it loves being on the 50 area. It's like a magnet to the 50 area. If it goes up, the 50 will pull it back down. See here. It loves being on the 50 area. If it goes down, it goes below here, it will always go shoot back up. It loves being on the 50 area. Market baseline. Is here, just know it's going to come down to the 50 area, and that's your opportunity to go down with it. Always go down. The market baseline. It'll just love being, look, here it was over the 50 and it came down with the market. So
it's exciting, man.
If you're selling the GBP pairs, you're collecting pips. You're swimming on pips. There are indicators that can predict the market for you, and we just have the vortex to prove that. If anyone tells you otherwise, you prove them wrong.
Yeah, this is more exciting than getting a Christmas present.
It is. We can change our family lives with the vortex.
Oh, yes, yes.
Your wife, your mom, your father, your sister will be so proud. They will be like, you have basically discovered the holy grail of trading, and which you have.
Especially with US.
This is the holy grail. Oh yes. I am trading. As soon as I hit 8 a.m. my day, I'm going in. I'm just waiting because right now it's on the reverse. It's going down. I'm waiting for it to go on the actual day trade. Right now, let's see what's going on with it.
GBP, USD, JPY.
Yes, right now. Yes, right now. Look, the US 30 is an uptrend. Is on the pullback. So I'm waiting for the dot there so I can enter it.
That's awesome, man.
So I'll be on the trade more longer. That's what I'm waiting for. So this will probably happen around my time, 8 a.m.
That's awesome.
Yes.
I'm in
so yeah. Yeah, so this is amazing. This is amazing. This is amazing. The vortex is the one. Vertex, if you don't have the vertex, just ask me and I'll give it to you free of charge, because the person who introduced it to me, he also gave me a free of charge. So I'm not going to make money of it. We all friends here. We all trying to learn the same strategy. We all trying to beat the market, which we already know we beat the market. So if anyone has strategy that knows it works perfectly, have us all in one group meeting. You tell us what you discovered that works fine, and we will try it out.
Absolutely, man.
We will try it out. We're all here to share ideas. This is my ideas. My 2 winning strategies. It's been winning strategies for me for the past 3 years of my trading life. I have not lost a trade because I follow the right principles. The only time I'll lose a trade is my my London day break. That's if I hear a news and I did not go and watch the news. That's the only time I see a losing trade. But if I'm actually following the principles on the vortex, it's telling me arrow, get ready. Here will be a cross, sell. I will do exact that. The argument in the vortex is far beyond. It's even more powerful and stronger, which means the trend will also be powerful and stronger, which obviously it is right here. The more pointier, the more powerful. See how pointy this one is? See how far it came down? Look how the trend went up. And this is just one day. So the day started here, it finished here, and it continued the next day. So I entered the trade here 2 days afterward.
It's incredible, man.
This is the US 30 in 2 days. US 30 in 2 days.
That is 5,800, 58. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly. It is that much. You can't even read the numbers.
Somebody get into water.
Somebody read these numbers for me, please, because I myself can't even read it. 5,915 pips. They say like that.
5,815.
5,915 pips. Yes, correct. That's exactly what you will gain in 2 days. I gain these pips in 2 days. I am not trading for the whole month.
Dude, like,
yeah, you're done, bro.
People who makes 5,000 pips in 2 days. There's nobody who makes 5,000 pips in 2 days.
There's no way you can make 5,000 pips 2 days.
Unless
there's no way
Vortex and the US 30.
Yes, unless you're using the Vortex and the US 30. That's when you're closer to winning these pips. This is amazing. And guys, those people who are new about the US 30 is amazing. It's just one pair you just don't want to neglect. Here we have a reversal. I'm actually happy I see this early because they'll just tell me around this time here, I'll see a reversal going back up. And I'll exit this. I'll exit it the next time the vertex pins here, like it did here. Enter here, come out there. Enter here, come out there. It's actually a zigzag.
It's
zigzag.
It's painting it for you. It's literally.
It's pinning it for you right there, and it will give you an alert whenever it crosses the -10 of a bought on sold. You get an alert on your phone that the vortex is crossing of the border. Get ready. If the vertex crosses, you have one confirmation, which is gonna come with the arrow because it always comes with the arrow, and it comes with the cross, and if it comes with these dots, powerful, which you actually have. Here we have arrow, dots, and the vortex up. And if I was to enter this trade 2 hours ago, who makes 500 pips in 2 hours?
You do.
This is actually the Holy Grail. This is the closest to Holy Grail. I'm sure the more we learn, the more we are close to beating the market. We're close to gain to widen our experience and knowledge in the market. I know the year to come there will also be another strategy coming from one of us. We are now team players. So if you guys have a pair that is doing the most, hey, alert us. I may not be aware. I may be at a meeting doing someone else's meeting. I'll be okay. Hassan told me there's a pair that is winning right now. Let me go check it.
Bitcoin. No,
yes,
just about was 30 last week, and I paid $20. Easy.
If Bitcoin is actually the cheese now you right now, I'll probably go check because this gives you everything. This gives you indices. We have the US 300. Let me see if I can find my Bitcoin.
Yeah, if you can trade Bitcoin with the Vertex, you can go ahead and rent yourself a place in Dubai.
For real, man.
Yes. I'll do that. Actually, I can't see my Bitcoin. It's always here somewhere. I think I removed it or something. I see my gold and silver.
Even gold. That's dope.
Yeah, gold.
Yeah, gold
I
is
works very beautifully with this.
yeah, gold is the one. Let me see if I can pull up my Bitcoins. Where's the Bitcoins at? All these things I don't have show up on my thing. What is these things? Coca-Cola?
It's commodities.
Yes. Oh yeah, it is. Oh yes, it is. Wow. It's amazing. Where is Bitcoins at? Where's it under?
It should be under. It should say cryptos. Right there, crypto.
Oh yeah, we have Bitcoins, USD, and we have your Bitcoin Cash. So let's show. I actually like this one as well. This was a good one.
Dash coin. Yeah, Dash. Those are all very good coins, actually.
Yeah, they are. Even Elite is good. Oh yeah, cool. Let's go check it out. Well, so right now, Bitcoins. Let's go on the actual date.
Wow.
Oh, it's on the okay. You see when this happens, you know, this kind of bars here, the red one, when the market is not consider going sideways, this actually means there's this 20 bar here on a daily. Right there. If daily, we'll see the crossbars is I call it cross because I don't know the name of it. I just call it cross because it's in the shape of a cross.
Right.
If we go there, is if the market is on a standstill in between, or we have that crossbar, which is more likely to be that crossbar because that's what always happens. What's going on here? Yeah. So everything is fine on the daily. So the trend is normal, but there, see what I meant? It's this crossbar here. That's what it's doing to the 1 hour chart. So I wouldn't trade this area. I would wait until the market picks up a trend.
Mm-hmm.
So the next trend will be a downtrend. Have an uptrend here. The next trend will be a downtrend. So the next trend will probably show up on the daily going down because we're always going to pick up, go back up, then go down again. Because we're currently on an uptrend. I wouldn't trade it because this is the worst time to be trading the pairs like this or market that's like this. Yeah. That's it, man.
Man, I really appreciate it.
Man, thank you so much, man, for showing all this. Like, I have. Thank you,
yes.
man. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you guys for your time. Thank you guys for the questions. And if you want the templates, I can just send it to you right away. Just provide me with your email address. I will just send it to you right away. Especially this bad boy right here. This bad boy makes everything easier. this bad boy here, expect it on the next argument with the Maxwell.
Beautiful.
Because this beats the Maxwell. Even though the Maxwell predicts the future for you, this also predicts the future for you. And it predicts the future for you with the crosses and the arrows with it. It's amazing.
Yeah.
So
awesome, man. If everybody puts their email address in, I can send them the recording of the sessions.
Yeah, we're gonna always have this session at least once or twice during the week. So
awesome.
Like I said, if you guys have a new strategy that you know is perfect, hey, alert us. We're gonna be here. Even more people to come. Let's gain more people. Let's aware of the market, because I know there's a lot of people out there losing their money, trading the wrong directions.
Yes,
this can change their lives too. The same way you changed my life, giving me the US 30, I changed your life, giving you the strategy. Do the same with another person, because it always helps. We're good people.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
We're good people. Yes, sir. Thank you so much, and God bless you, and you lot have a wonderful the rest of trading.
I'm currently in profit. That's all I have to say, man.
Yeah, me too. Currently in profit with the GBP.
You are currently in profit indeed, sir. And if you stay in profit for the whole day, I guarantee you, and if you're trading 06 pairs, yes, aim for 50 pips each, and you will make your 300 pips in half. The day won't even finish.
50 pips from the 3 a.m. mark last night, correct?
Say that again, ma'am.
It's 50 pips from the 3 a.m. mark last night.
Yes, 3 a.m. strategy. Always aim for the first target is 25 pips to be safe, because we don't know if the market will go lower or upper. So aim for 25 pips. First take profits. Second take profits is 50 pips. And your entry is always pending order. Don't enter the market straight away. Enter a pending order, 10 pips above the 30, so above 3 a.m. candle. And the stop loss is at the actual bottom of the 3 a.m. candlestick, or 5 pips below the 3 a.m. candlestick. In that way, you're more not to be stopped if you would have a pullback.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, it's amazing, guys. Yes, share this recording. Now you have the recording. Now I don't have to go send it to you, because I was struggling as you send it to you
I can
last
still
time.
help you find it. I can still help you.
I found it.
Okay.
I have the recording. I was actually watching it last night. I have the recording. The thing is, I can't send it to you, because whenever I do, the Gmail is telling me the file is too huge. It's too large.
Yeah, you want to use the Google Drive. You want to upload it to Google Drive, and then you can just share it that way. Or you could do, well, there's a whole bunch of sharing features that you could do for
I actually downloaded Dropbox. Would they work at Dropbox? Do you know Dropbox?
Oh, yeah, Dropbox.
Yeah, with Dropbox, you just share the link.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, would they work at Dropbox or Google Drive? Well, you have the recording now, but I'll still send it to you anyway, so you have both of them.
Awesome,
because they're different explanations.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's dope, man. The strategy is always been a look. We can trade naked trading, not indicators at all. Just use the 3 a.m. candle and the 13 hours candle, which is 1 p.m.
Beautiful.
If the 3 a.m. doesn't work, the 13 hours will, as long as the market news does not come. Always watch the market news first. And if you're gonna do the 3 a.m. candlestick, slap on your Maxwell to see the right direction.
Awesome.
To have at least an idea of where the trend is going on the whole day, so you know where to put your stop losses, and you know how to trail your trade. Simple as that, brother. Simple as that.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's actually 3 or going 4 a.m. where I am, I will need to sleep because I need to wake up at 7. Time I trade at 8.
Oh, wow.
Later, man.
I
Thank you
need
so
to
much.
wake up at 7. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. And is everyone actually here? Are we all here, or some people have left?
No, we're all here, I think.
No, we're all here.
We all here. That is great. Thank you guys that who popped up. And there's actually 6 of us. Thank you guys who actually popped up. And we always gonna have another things like this. If you're struggling, just let me know, and I will go through the process with you again. And if you feel like you're not sure where the market is going, just let me know, and I'm gonna have. As soon as I see the message, I'm gonna, I'm gonna share my screen. I'm gonna give you the right direction to the market.
Beautiful, man. Thank you so
man.
much, Cejay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Awesome.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
Later, guys.
Bye. Later.